K.G. Subramanian spoke about her in an interview in 2003.
Do you encourage your students even now? How?
Well, I have no special students now.
No,
but I encourage everyone, whether he is my student or he or she, that as I told you, a teacher, especially in the field of fine arts, has very little to contribute to the development of a student except probably clear the air. So I do that all the time. But otherwise, when I face other people working, I am always very happy when they make full use of what they have. So, whether you call that encouragement or not, I don't know.
According to you, what qualities should an Indian contemporary artist have?
You see, first of all, you have put two things there, for Indian and contemporary. If you want to be an Indian contemporary artist, you should be close to your environment. Then alone will you be an Indian contemporary artist. And if you want to be a contemporary artist, you should belong to the times. Then alone will you be a contemporary artist. So if those things are there in any artist, then he will be a proper Indian contemporary artist. So it's a sort of a central thing as that.
Please say a few words to inspire children who want to become artists.
Well, I don't know what will inspire children of today, but if they keep their eyes open, if they try to see things with pleasure and discernment, and if they want to do something with themselves, I suppose that is the best thing they can do. And one thing I would like to say to all people, not only children, is not to aim more than they can accomplish. Most people get smaller when they have an ambition which they cannot reach. They should know how to utilize their whatever they have. And this you should learn from your mother.
Somnath Hoare sent her this greeting card with the image of a bowl on the occasion of a wedding. After some time, he sent the couple another card with the image of mother and child, advising them, India is poor but will always welcome back her enlightened children with a mother's affection and love. In 1966, Ratnabali joined the Uday Culture Centre in Kolkata. In 1971, Uday Shankar's unique work Shankar Scope inspired her. Shankha Chaudhary never taught Ratnabali, but always supported and guided her in many ways. At the age of 16, when Ratnabali took admission at Kala Bhavan, Dinkar Kaushik was principal there. His love, affection and support went a long way in building up Ratnabali's confidence. Sharbari Roy Chaudhary, her teacher at Kala Bhavan, once commented,
কারণ আমাদের আর্টের চলন বলন প্রত্যেক ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালের আলাদা আলাদা ক্যারেক্টার আছে। তোমার চলন, তোমার ঘোড়ার চলন দেখলে আমার এতে স্বতঃস্ফূর্ত ভাব আসে, তাই না? সেই যে স্বতঃস্ফূর্ত ভাব আমার গুরুজি বলেছিলেন, ঘোড়ার রেসে দেখেছো যে ফার্স্ট হয় সে দৌড়তে দৌড়তে গিয়ে আগে গিয়ে মাথাটা এগিয়ে দেয়, মাথাটা এগিয়ে ওই পয়েন্টে পৌঁছে গেলে সে আগে এগিয়ে। হ্যাঁ, তো তোমার যে এত সব বাধা বিপত্তি অতিক্রম করে যে তুমি এগিয়ে চলেছ, এটা তো মহান। আমাদের শিখবার অনেক কিছু আছে।
I have been impressed by the fusion of different cultures from different time in different materials. Sometimes it is low relief work, whether it is Indian or Greco-Roman, and if from the Indian low relief sculpture or the Greco-Roman steles or Greco-Roman friezes she takes off and she translates that either in plaster or fiberglass, a modern industrial material. I have been impressed with her way of expression. That is, she has been always traveling in time from contemporary reality to the past, making a crisscross pattern continuously, coming and going, as I have mentioned.
While curating Ratnabali's exhibition of paintings, eminent art critic Prayag Shukla said, "Whatever she does with commitment and is never shy of facing challenges. In fact, she herself sets on the ventures where challenges are to be faced." At the inauguration of Ratnabali's exhibition at Nehru Centre in London, Professor Partha Mitter said, "Ratnabali is the first artist in India to introduce a synthesis of performance and installation. Her engagement is entirely with the present and now. Her eclectic range of sources extends from the Natya Shastra to Greek tragedy to Vivaldi. Ratnabali Kant's achievement will surely endure."
She chooses themes from real life experience of contemporary India. And in most cases this experience of suffering, particularly sufferings by women. She is a feminist and she chooses stories, For example, Draupadi, facing nightmare alone. Now, if you analyze this piece and you include the performance she had given originally in India International Centre in front of that piece of sculpture, you will find she blends a lot of things into it. First of all, that epic story, this Pandavas and the story from the Mahabharata and the suffering of Draupadi. Here is disrobing of Draupadi is definitely an insult to womanhood. And that is, the critiquing the past or tradition, using tradition as a critic and interpreting in the light of what is happening even today. So there is modernity and tradition gets interrelated in a different way, in a confrontational way.
What brought Ratnabali to my attention first was when I came upon a stupendous fiberglass creation of hers, which you can see here in Facing Nightmare Alone. As I was rummaging through the godowns of the Lalit Kala Academy in Delhi, immediately it was so fascinating that I requested the then president of Lalit Kala Academy to lend it to us for display in the rebuilt Vigyan Bhavan. He was kind enough to do so. And then I requested Ratnabali to refurbish it, retouch it up, and we finally put it on display at the Vigyan Bhavan, which even today you can see. It is the centerpiece of the mini gallery of modern art that I was able to create in that magnificent building. Her most recent work, which is figurative, is the collection of 6 magnificent bronzes, larger than life size, representing the seasons of the year in India.